All right. Hello, Gotcha Bubbles 75. Halabi, Sahu, Brisness. How are you guys? Check out the description. We're going to do some readings tonight, so check out the description. Hi, Abby. How are you guys? Check out the description for me, please, so that you can understand kind of how this is going to work tonight. It's going to be picking at random, new and returning subscribers, so yay! But if you do want to jump ahead of the line and have a priority, get on the priority list, $5, nothing crazy. Check the description out so you can figure out, how to do that if you're interested. And just gonna wait for a couple more people to get here so we can start, okay? And just choose at random. I will be focusing on new people. So if you're new here, today's your first day here, first time ever, please let me know and I will give you a reading for free. I don't know, once it gets a little more crowded, I don't know if I'll be able to get to everybody, but I'm gonna try my best, okay? So just bear with me. Let me know if you're new, brand new today. Hi, Infinity. We can do tarot and oracle today. Just gonna get my cards ready while I'm waiting for a few more people to get here, okay? Oh my God. It's a nice little exercise. Get your brain going. You're like, what? Splitting from upright and reverse. Yeah, now I'm up. This is the Slinky deck, of course. The Slinky deck is 100% plastic, and I thought it was really a cool idea, but it's kind of hard to shuffle. 100% plastic. It's really cool and everything, but it's just like kind of like a slinky, It's like literally like a slinky. Like it will fly everywhere, and it does all the time. So it probably will tonight too. All right, so let's just begin here with the few that we have now. We'll wait for other people to come, but they can just come whenever they do. We'll start. Who has a birthday this month? Anybody? This month, or did you recently have a birthday, like last month or something? Anyone? Yeah, it is a new deck, and it's supposed to stay good for a long time, in good condition for a long time, because it's like 100% plastic, you know? I thought it was going to be like harder than this. It's like very, very, like, it's very, very loose. It's crazy. I thought it was going to be a lot different, but I mean, it should stay nice for a long time. So we'll see. Oh, also I saw in the beginning, there were some new people that I have not seen before. Are you guys still around? If you are, let me know. If this is your first day here today, let me know. Hi, Samuel. Let me know if it's your first day here today. Oh my God, it smells. Let me know if it's your first day here today. And I'll get your reading done first, because I want to get the new people a reading for sure. Yeah, so let's check it out. Okay, so for Infinity, okay, a few cards came out for you. So, okay, so I have you here on the, you know, I have like what you're saying, and then myself, and then you. So that's why I'm looking all over the place. Just let you know. Like, why is she looking over there? Okay, so we have King of Swords and Three of Wands. So basically we're dealing with, you know, probably an air sign person. If it's not you, it's someone else, obviously, but it doesn't have to be an air sign person necessarily. It could be talking about a person who has like the character traits of, like, you know, well, basically honesty, someone who's very straightforward. Like, they're not going to be emotional in communication. They're going to be more like very just straightforward. Like, here are the facts. Like, here's what it is, and I don't care how you feel, and I'm not talking about my feelings. Like, this is just about what it's about. And so it can feel kind of, you said you're a Libra, nice. So that's area. But it can feel very impersonal, and it can feel kind of cold and kind of like, ouch, like, why are you all of a sudden not nice to me? But it's not that they're not being nice. That's just how they are, you know, that's this person, or at least in this situation, they are this way. And maybe it's you, you know, this could be resembling yourself. But basically, I would say for advice, you know, be honest in all your interactions, be straightforward in all your interactions. Like, don't beat around the bush, and don't, like, you know, be vague. Like, just be straight with it, you know, give people what it is, and don't be afraid to just like say facts, because I mean, you know, it's not the thing of like blunt, like, well, this is what it is and this is what I feel and I'm just going to say it. No, it's just what's necessary to be said, but the facts in the situation, not just what you think, but what it really is going to be important in your situation. It could have something to do too with like something that's holding you back right now. Maybe coming clean about something, or being just very straightforward about how you feel about something that maybe you weren't doing that before, could liberate you here in this situation, because it seems like you're kind of like wanting to, you know, get out there and like see what's out there. You know, you want to experience life, and you want to like have these experiences that are fulfilling, but you're kind of held back by something. And I feel like it could have to do with this. So be honest in all your interactions. Like I said before, be straightforward, like say how you feel. People are not mind readers. They can't do that. I mean, some people claim to be able to, and maybe they can, but most people, right, can't. So, I mean, the people around you, it's going to be important that you just tell them exactly what it is that's going on, you know? And again, it's not emotional, really, communication. It's not like how I feel, really. It's just what it is, you know? It's just straight facts. Like, here's what happened, and here's what I'm going to do about it. Just very straightforward, you know? So, but yeah, you said, I don't want to hurt someone's feelings. It's just, I'm tired. And you should be able to be tired. You know, you should be able to have enough, you know, you can have boundaries. That's okay. So just make sure that you're not like being vague, leading people on, beating around the bush, you know, be very straight with the person. So you're not held back anymore. so you can experience life and do the things that you want to do that maybe you couldn't do right now or you feel like you can't do. But again, don't be emotional and all like, you know, like, I mean, it just needs to be what it is, you know? I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just saying in this situation, it seems like the King of Swords here is saying, you know, just be straight with it. No need to cry and get all drama, you know, emotional and crazy. And not that emotions are always crazy, but you know what I mean. So, okay. Let's see. So yeah, that's how you aren't going to be held back anymore by that situation. Ooh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, thank you. Closing yourself off would be a good idea. From not just this person, but from a few different people, I would say, or from just like, you know, a group of people, or like maybe just your environment in general. I mean, the Hermit card isn't here, so it's not really saying like be alone, isolate, and look within, but that's always a good idea anyway. But it's saying that you're going to have many offers or many things, like maybe people want to take you places, or like, hey, let's go do this or whatever. It doesn't have to be like a date or anything special necessarily, but just like people wanting to go, like offering things like, hey, let's do this, or like, hey, do you want this, or do you want some, or like anything that they're offering to you, and you're just not having it. Like you're just kind of, no, very, very stubborn. And it's kind of like you could like lighten up a little bit, you know, but in this situation, this is going to be a good thing for you because of the Wheel of Fortune. So in this situation, I mean, I feel like maybe you just need to have some boundaries with people or things or situations more than usual, like more than just being a yes man or whatever, or woman. It's better probably for you to say no a little bit more, you know, than you have been. And for some reason, this is going to be a good thing for you. You probably already know what that means. If you don't, you know your life better than I do. So obviously there's meaning to this. And I feel like it's saying basically, you know, maybe you've been like not like too nice necessarily, but just saying yes to things. Maybe when you didn't want to necessarily, just kind of like doing things that you don't really want to do just for the sake of doing it, just because you couldn't really say no and have boundaries. So now it seems like it might be a better idea for you to kind of not take everyone up on all their offers so much. So, and this is supposed to be a good thing. So things should be better, like, you know, Wheel of Fortune. So good things coming because of that. Okay. Now let's see, like, astrologically, what the energy of the situation is for you. Check out these decks, you guys, in the description. I have all the information for these decks in the description. It's the last part of the description, so if you can just scroll, and you'll see that there. So if you're interested in any of these decks I'm using tonight, check that out. All right, so what's the energy of this situation for Infinity 17? It's the energy that we need to focus on to better achieve the best results for her highest good. It says the Sun and Pisces. So self-express and embody truth. Self-express and embody truth. I love that. Self-express and embody truth. The Sun and Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So it's not like saying you have to be a heartless dick. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do that. You just, like, you're a very understanding person, very intuitive, very, like, you know, compassionate. You understand and you feel for people, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually a really great thing. But, you know, it is important for you to also express yourself and be able to embody your own truth. And so it's going to be important. Like, that's where the King of Swords comes in, I feel like, because it's like you're saying, look, this is what it is, and this is what I have to do. You know, it's not to be a dick. It's not to be like anything. It's just what it is. This is me right now. This is what I have to do. So good, good, good. So yeah, the Sun, very great card to get. That's just like be yourself and just express yourself and just like speak your truth, obviously, embody truth. Don't hide, you know, don't be fake and don't feel the need to like, you know, be someone you're not. It's going to be better for you right now if you could not try to just, you know, not be yourself. You need to like focus on what you're really wanting to do and just be that, you know. There's no reason to hide it and there's no reason to like have to lie about anything. I mean, it's just you are who you are, and if people aren't cool with that, it's kind of like, well, screw those people, you know. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So, I mean, when I think intimacy, I'm thinking like, you know, emotion in a way, because it is emotional, but really, you know how I was saying with the King of Swords, like don't be too emotional in your communication with this person. Like you said, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So it's kind of like, you know, it kind of is saying, but be intimate still. And maybe that's talking about something else. Maybe it's talking about that situation. I feel like obviously you were intimate with this person, and that doesn't mean like sex necessarily. Could be, but it doesn't have to. Definitely doesn't have to for intimacy. So we're talking here about somebody you're close to or someone you kind of opened up with, or maybe they opened up with you. You know, there was a connection. There was some kind of like connection. And but if you can't be yourself in this connection, there's really no point. It's going to diminish who you're trying to be and who you really are, right? So the Sun here with Pisces, I feel like you are this person, you know, Pisces, intuitive, compassionate, and intimate. You know, you're willing to like be there for people, but it's important that if you're going to be not allowed to be yourself, or it's going to like prevent you from doing what you need to do, then you need to, like you said, have more boundaries. Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea for everybody in every situation, but in this situation specifically, because the Sun isn't really about like being anything but yourself. So if this is holding you back, this could be the whole thing that is holding you back, by the way. You know, so you might just want to distance from people for right now, and it would be a good idea. I mean, you don't have to get rid of your compassion. You don't have to like be mean or anything like that. It's just be the Sun, be you. Okay? Try to just do what you need to do and to not feel bad about it, you know? And that should help you to not feel so stuck anymore. You said, being a Libra, I'm taking both sides to understand. Yeah, being a Libra is difficult sometimes. My Mercury's in Libra, so I understand that a little bit, I think. You know, you just have to know what you need for yourself. Sometimes it's not going to be what everyone else needs, you know? And in this situation, it seems like you kind of need to like center back with yourself again. Like you forgot a little bit, like you're a little too involved in what everyone else needs, and it's not going to be a fulfilling life for you if that's what you keep doing. Obviously, you don't have to stop being nice, but anyway, you heard what I said. So yeah, like I said, be you and everything should work better than it's working now. Okay, you should be a little happier. Things should work out a little easier. Maybe not easier, but better, more fulfilling, right? More like this is my life that I'm living instead of like for someone else. Okay. Hi, Joe. Of course. Hi, Ara. General love reading. I don't know if I've seen you before, Ara. And because of that, I think I'm gonna. My nail's coming off. It hurts. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with you first, Ara. But then I will go with you. Hi, Mike. I think I will go with you first, Ara, and then Joe, and then Mike, if you'd like a reading as well. She wanted a general love reading, Ara. So let's see. What is going on in love for Ara? General love reading for her. And see, infinity, that's the thing that I'm talking about boundaries. That's something that you have to decide for yourself. Like, you can't tell somebody, look, if you don't have good intentions, like, please just leave me alone. you know what's weird is like a lot of times people that don't have good intentions like don't leave you alone. It's weird, but like you would think like why do they even want to be involved with me? But for some sick reason or whatever, you know. But you kind of have to make that decision yourself. If you think they don't have good intentions or clear intentions, you kind of have to make your own distance and decide that for yourself. Like they're not going to be like, okay, I'll do this for you. Like they're not thinking like that, you know. So yeah, you just have to, you kind of have to do that on your own, you know. You have to make that decision. If you're saying that right now, it's important that you do that, you know, act on that. Don't expect other people to act on it for you, right? So, Ara, love life situation could be at a standstill right now. You're kind of stuck, like wondering what to do next, maybe how to move, what direction to go in, how to approach a situation, if you should at all, or if you should just wait, or wait for them to approach you, or for some reason you're feeling kind of like you're stuck, like you're hanging there, quite literally, just a little bit like, what do I do? You know, I'm not really sure how to act next. So let's see what else here. Ooh, thank you. Okay, well, you feel like you're kind of, this is one-sided, maybe, you know, like you're doing all this work here, like you're the 10 of Wands, you're kind of like the person who's carrying all the weight, basically. So if you're involved, then obviously that means what that means. But if you're not involved, I would say maybe you have a person that you're interested in, or maybe if you are involved, either way, it's like you have a person you're interested in, or something to where you feel like it's just you there. Like you feel like either they're not interested, maybe they were and now they're not, or maybe they never were, or they're not showing what you are showing, they're not bringing to the table what you're bringing to the table. Like if you are connected, you just feel like it's one-sided, or you feel like when you guys like get together, it's just like you initiating it, or it's just you wanting it, or doing all the work basically to get you guys together and to get it moving. You just feel like it's just you carrying all the weight in this situation. So let's see what else we can find out here. Ah! Okay, well, that's quick. Okay, I love it. So we have the Death card and we have the Strength card. So awesome. These are really great cards here. They kind of seem scary. Well, the Death card seems scary, but it's not. It's very positive, actually. It encourages change, positive change, you know. Change is not bad. Change is good, if I can say that and not sound completely cliche. But hey, 10 of Cups, so you can't really go wrong with that. You're going to have happiness. You will have to be strong, though. Go through some shit, you know, kind of endure. Not that you have to put up with anything, any bullshit, but it's like you have to, like, you know, you have to be strong, obviously. But you could be dealing here with possibly a Scorpio, possibly a Leo person, because of Death and Strength. That's Scorpio and Leo. It doesn't have to mean Scorpio and Leo. I'm just letting you know that's what those cards mean as well. So it could resonate with you. If it doesn't, just leave it and take what applies. But so basically here, yeah, you know, there's going to be a big, either there was a big change or there's going to be a big change soon, like drastic change. Like I would say like almost as if a death had occurred, but not literally, you know. Death usually doesn't mean an actual death, right? So here we're talking about just change, like something that kind of rocks you and you can't go back to how it used to be because it's just drastic change, you know, it's completely changed. And there's nothing, it's like final, you can't go back. So like almost like death. But it is positive because this is something that's happening for your highest good, obviously. So don't resist it. If you do, you may have a tower moment coming, right? Which means everything in your life will change and not work out because you're not making appropriate changes. And we all go through that from time to time. So no worries. It's just, you know, like if changes are happening, like don't try to resist them. You know what I mean? Like some people just try to hang on with everything that they have to like not change a certain situation or situations. And it like kind of makes things harder, you know? So if you've noticed, and you're going to have to be strong through it. But at the end of it all, 10 of Cups, which is like, obviously you and your people are all happy. Everyone's dancing around, everyone's together and joyous. So beautiful. changes are going to be happening, and you should not resist them. It's going to be difficult, but it's not impossible, and you can do it. Thank you, Sunny Joe. Thank you. So, okay. No, that's not what I mean at all. You said, you mean I'm going to be happy with the toxic, he's going to change? I would never, ever tell you that. What it is saying is, but when we're with toxic people, we tend to want to believe what we want to believe and hear what we want to hear and believe and hope that it's just going to work out, right? Probably isn't. It could. I mean, people do change sometimes, but I would never, ever say that. Here's what I'm saying. There's going to be a big change that happens. And that could mean the ending of your relationship. I mean, literally, it could mean the ending of the toxic, right? So, I mean, and it is something you're going to have to be strong through as well. But at the end of it, you're going to be happy. So, I mean, I feel like it's more likely saying that than anything else. I mean, but it could be anything else. It's just, no, it's not saying like he's going to change, but something in the situation is going to change. So, whatever that is, maybe you initiate it, maybe you initiate the change. You know, you can do that. You can take hold of this and just be like, look, this is how it's going to change real quick. Boom, change it. And then in that way, you kind of have more control over your situation, right? Because you're deciding what to do. When we're with toxic people, it's kind of hard to, you know, a lot of times it's not really like we're doing what we want to do. You know, it's kind of like we're going around what they want to do and what, you know, what they're doing. So trying to find our happiness or love there still. But the thing is, yeah, you should probably initiate it first, because that would help you to feel more in control of your situation. And I think that'd probably be the best option, because here it kind of seems like it's probably an ending, or at least if this drastic change is not an ending, then you're going to end up happy. I don't feel like it could be anything else but that, really, because when you think about a drastic change in this situation that's going to end in happiness, it can only mean that it's going to end, you know, because it's not going to be happy continuing on, you know, in toxicity. I mean, maybe for a short time, but I feel like for your highest good, it's probably best to consider making a big change in that area for yourself, you know, something that's going to end here. And that's beautiful. That's amazing. 10 of Cups. That's like the most you can get in cups. And cups are emotions. And obviously these emotions are happy. So I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be hard, but you can do it. Okay. And obviously that's like, anyway, it's like easy to say that. I know it's harder. It's easier said than done, but you can. And I think you already know this, you know, that this needs to happen, but that's up to you. No, I would never think that he's going to change. I don't know what people are going to do. You know, they can do whatever they choose to do. And even if the cards say, hey, they're going to do this, we have free will. So they are allowed to change their mind, you know, with every second that passes, you can change your mind completely. So let's see what else. What kind of energy here is the advice for her that we need to focus on in this situation for her? Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. So connect with your senses again. It's probably, you're probably numbing yourself out or just kind of like blocking things. Because when you're with someone who's toxic, obviously, you have to kind of block who you are. You have to block the hurt, the pain, the betrayal, time and time again. You know, however toxic it is in your situation specifically, I don't know. You know that better than I do, but, you know, I think it's safe to say you're probably blocking some things, you know, from yourself. So maybe not even meaning to, but that's just kind of what we do. So yeah, connecting with your senses again would be a good idea here with, you know, the advice from Taurus. Also trust and patience, okay? Like reliability, you know, earth, very earthly things or traits or, you know, characteristics of earth, which is dependable, reliable, trustworthy, structured, you know, and obviously toxicity kind of like takes that from our lives in a huge way, in every way. So house 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Love it. I love this card, especially for your reading right now, because we're talking here about you know, you need to kind of like have positivity in your life and get back in touch with yourself. And it's important to be around people that are like you. I mean, what better way to, you know, become happy and to become who you are and to stop blocking yourself out from yourself than to be around people who are encouraging you to be yourself and encouraging you to be positive and go in the direction that you're trying to go on in life, you know, like go for it. So yeah, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Love it. Also helping people, being there for others that need help, and you know, just things like that. I mean, very positive here. So yeah, I mean, I think you're good to go. That's your advice for what you should be focused on. Okay, so I think with that in mind, you're off to a good start. So good luck to you, and just try to stay focused on the positive. Okay. And I don't mean like having hope that he'll change. He or she will change. That's not going to be positive. And you'll see that. But hopefully you don't have to see that again. And hopefully you can just see it now. Okay. So yeah. Is Mike still here? Is Mike still here? Never mind. Over here. Okay, no, it isn't. Okay. Do you want a reading still? I'm just getting you guys down so I don't forget everybody that's here. Because at a certain point it will cut off. I won't be able to see it anymore. So okay. Okay, so I have Mike in order. It's Joe, Ventura, Muna, Shruti, Sunny Joe, and Space Queen. Okay, so that's the order that I have in the chat of who, said something first and in what order. So I have you guys all on the list. Kind of seems like it's a bit different than the order that you guys were thinking. Oh yeah, Mocha Princess as well. Almost forgot. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, general, for Mike, let's get into it for you. Okay. Mike wants a general reading. What do we see for him currently? What's important for him to know at this time? Anything that you want to highlight for him? Hi, Yvette. Let's see. Oh, I totally did. Yep, you're right. You are correct. Okay, so... Okay, Yvette Hernandez. Then Mocha Princess. Then Kritika. Okay. All right, so Mike, what do we need to know for him currently? Okay, you could be interested in someone and offering them some kind of connection, or it could be a water sign person. It's like a person that you're trying to date or flirt with and get to know on a emotional level. If this doesn't resonate, then there should be someone very soon. Maybe someone has the hots for you or eyes on you. Yeah, no, definitely, because now you got the Knight of Cups. He can be a player a little bit, or just that guy, but he's not the Knight of Wands, so I think we're okay for now. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Very much interested in a person and offering them a connection. You see how these both are offering, extending their cup to whomever. Cups are emotional, so this is like my heart, my emotions, and how I feel, and so it's somebody that you're interested in, I'm assuming, and that's usually what we're seeing with that. You're looking for something stable, hang on to your money. That should be important. Maybe you're interested in a gold digger or something. I don't know why it's saying that. It could just mean that you're looking for something more serious and more structured and like more like we're gonna like build a foundation together. So sorry. So that could be the case as well. Maybe it's not that they're a gold digger, but hang on to your money regardless of what it is. Regardless of what the situation is for you, what you're wanting, hang on to money. When you make money, don't spend it. You could need it later. You might need it later. You might have a problem speaking up for yourself in this situation. I don't know if this person makes you nervous or that's just kind of the person you are, more like just quiet, or other people just kind of like trample all over you sometimes because you're just that quiet person who's not going to like interrupt other people. How some people do that. Well, you're not that person, it seems like, at least not in this situation. So like I said, if you usually are that person and this person makes you nervous or something, or you just feel like you can't be yourself, that's kind of a red flag to me. Sometimes it's just a little bit nervous, right? But like when you can't speak, it's kind of like pay attention to that and why that is, because you don't want that to continue to happen, as you get to know this person, because then they'll trample all over your life. That's not good. It's not what we want. So you could kind of have a hard time seeing your own power in the situation, or seeing like how to, like your contribution doesn't really make a difference, or this person's like domineering possibly, and you're just kind of like allowing that, or it just is like seems easier to just kind of like let them kind of slave drive, or take their little lead for a second. You don't think it will do any harm, but I don't think that's probably true. In the long run, it will not be good, probably. You should be able to speak your truth and it should be equal, and nothing's completely equal, right? But I mean, it seems like you kind of are silenced a bit or feeling that way. Having to defend yourself and get your point across. This is personal. I'm serious. Or you're not listening. You feel like people are against you, and you can feel like maybe this person's against you too. It's just that energy of like being defensive and trying to like push something. Like maybe you feel like you're not being heard or something. Maybe you need to speak up a bit. That is a possibility. But maybe people around you just aren't really hearing you either. A lot of times though with the Seven of Wands, when we're seeing like, okay, we think that people are against us, usually it's not that way. Like if somebody disagrees with you, it doesn't mean they're against you. So know that. You know, I feel like this person is involved in your social life. Like it kind of starts to affect your friend groups or something. Because it seems like they're involved with like you and how you are expressing yourself or how you're kind of coming off, or, you know, you're feeling kind of threatened a bit. Like this person's kind of making you feel like you're not yourself, you know, is what I feel with this. Nevertheless, you are in love. You know, you have a lot of emotion for this person. Cup is full, and not only that, but it's overflowing. So it's difficult to even tell you like, hey, maybe this person's not good for you. It's like not even an option at this point. I mean, it could be. I'm not going to say that, but it just seems like you're very into the person, you know, even though all of this crazy shit is, you don't feel yourself and all of that. I mean, hey, heart wants what the heart wants, right? Unfortunately. So yeah, that's the situation here. Let's see what your advice is. What's Mike's advice in this situation, please? This is, remember, we're doing a general. So this is like what's coming out for you. Like, most important thing for you to know right now, boom, and it's this. So, I mean, maybe it's important. It is, but this is what's coming out for your general. So, Cardinal, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Yes. So, no, the submissive, you allowing this person to like be in charge, it's not going to work for you. And that's your advice, is that you, I feel like most of the time you're not that I mean, your name is like in all capital letters. Maybe I'm just assuming and I'm wrong, but I feel like you're not that kind of person usually that lets people kind of take over your life. You know, it kind of feels like Aries or like, you know, just maybe Scorpio, but I don't know. I feel like maybe fire. Feeling kind of more like Aries energy that you're in. So this, I mean, it feels like, even if that's not one of your signs, I feel like it's just not like you to allow this kind of thing. Like you just don't feel uncomfortable with yourself usually. Like, what the hell? No, I am who I am, and that's just, you push that, you know. People know like, oh, that's Mike, he does what he wants, or, you know, he's just him. So I feel like this is really not your style. And so Cardinal's coming out saying bravery, pioneering spirit, like, oh, and another thing, Aries or Cardinals. So maybe that's why I feel like that too. Because Aries, they're going to go and do what they want to do. They're going to get shit moving. They're going to get shit started. They're leaders, and they don't always follow through with everything, but they start things, and they're not afraid to do that. So let's connect back with that energy. Even if you're not an Aries, you probably have it somewhere in your chart. Let's see another one. Water. Oh, wow. Okay. Spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Okay, water. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So remember I said maybe a Scorpio too, but doesn't have to be. But here we go. Okay, water and Cardinal. That would be a Cancer, because the cardinal water sign of the zodiac is Cancer. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out what it's all trying to say. It's, you know, got a lot of different things in my mind right now about it. I'm going to pull another one just to pull it together for me, because now I'm kind of going off into different little things and it's becoming too much. So pull it together for me. What part of this combination do you want me to focus on in regards to advice for Mike regarding this situation? One card to pull it together for me, please. Sagittarius. Optimism, exploration, and freedom. Yes, yes. Okay. So it's kind of like the first one, even though Sag is a mutable sign, not cardinal. We're talking pioneering spirit, you know, making things happen, getting things started, being a leader, doing what you want to do, exploration, optimism, you know, these things, freedom, most of all. So be free to do what you want, to be who you are. It's kind of like the sun in a way. So but with water here, it's very emotional, you know, and that's probably because it's a love situation. It may be hard for you to actually do this and actually achieve this kind of like freedom again now that you're here in this situation, because love sometimes makes no sense, you know, and it kind of changes us or makes us do stupid shit, and it's not always a good idea, but you know, we learn and from our mistakes, whatever, it's life. But here it's, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of like asking you to connect with yourself emotionally again, because I feel like when you're connecting with another person emotionally and you're not really yourself and you feel like this is something that's good for you, like you love the person, right? But it's not allowing you to really be who you are. It's kind of like I feel like a disconnect with yourself emotionally. Like, why do you think that that is good? Because it's not you, you know? So what's missing? There's something missing, you know, or not there, you're not connected. So I feel like, yeah, it's a good idea to definitely connect with yourself emotionally again. If you can allow yourself to do that, even though you're in the midst of this whole situation. Optimism, exploration, go and do stuff. Like, do stuff that you've never done. Have fun, you know, go on adventures, like do things that you enjoy, things that are like active outdoors, you know, get some sun and just like have a good time, you know, and with people that are like yourself, you know, friends, people that are going to go on adventures with you. If this person isn't about it, then it's kind of like you're probably going to get over that. So shouldn't be too difficult. You know, eventually you're going to just be like, not my type, unless you let it overcome you for whatever reason. You know, sometimes the heart makes the mind think crazy things, like things are good for us when they're not. So like I said, I feel like something's kind of missing or you're disconnected a bit with yourself emotionally. So that could be why this is having such a strong effect right now. Maybe you're in a vulnerable situation and this is kind of just was able to sneak its way in. But I think it's important for you to just try to go and do some fun stuff, reconnect with yourself, have a good time, get out there, like sweat, you know what I mean? Like have a good time and enjoy life, because you're going to start to connect with yourself again by doing that. Do things you've never done, you know, like connect back with yourself. Okay. And I think that's the best way to probably do it for you. Okay. So let's see who's next. Joe Ventura, are you still here? Let me know. I'm not going to put the next people I see on this that are here just because I want to get these ones done first. So just hang in there with me, okay? Because I don't want to, you know, overload myself. I've got probably 6 more people to do, and then we'll see if I'm going to add some more, okay? I just don't want to be like, yes, you're going to get it, and then be like, sorry, I'm not going to do it. You know, because it'll get to a point where I'm going to be out of energy. So I don't want to give you a shitty reading. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you, look, I'm tapped out. So let's just start with what we have here. Joe, perfect. Okay. So what did you want a reading on, love? Thank you for showing that you're here. Hi, Sweet Shine. You have such a cute name. Just hang in there with me. I got a few more people to do, and then I'm going to see if I'm going to add some more people, okay? Thanks for being here, you guys. Can you like this video really quick, please? It just takes a second to do. Helps me out so much, okay? So please go ahead and do that if you get a chance, if you could. I feel like I have not stopped talking, like, the whole time. We're just la 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 la. It's like never. So I'm gonna stop now. Just give me a second while I order these cards, and then I'll get ready and do your reading, okay, Joe? It looks like these are all up, right? Nice. Okay. Guess I already did this. Okay, so you want a love reading. Let's see. Joe. Again, you guys, all of these decks are in the description below, so please check that out if you are interested, okay? That's all there for you. Okay, Joe Ventura, we want to know her love life situation, any thing coming to mind, any highlights here? Nice. Cool. So what do we need to know for Joe Ventura? Becca. Okay, lovers here. We have maybe possibly Gemini person. If not, we're just talking about, of course, this is lovers situation, right? We've got some lovers going on here. So, okay, Four of Pentacles. So you're going to want to hang on to your money. You know, there could be a reason for that, that maybe something's going to happen and you need to have, you know, your own back, or it's just that you're trying to build a foundation with this person or with a person. Like you'd like to do that with somebody. You want to be in a serious relationship and, you know, build together. Whether or not you're connected, you could be, or maybe you're not. But either way, it's like, you know, you're wanting to build a solid foundation and you should save your money just for whatever, you know, in case whatever happens. For some reason, it's telling you that. So the cards are saying that. So lovers, again, it could be a Gemini person because that's what the lovers can represent as well. Let's see what else. Why are you bringing this to our attention here? Okay, King of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And if it's not, that's fine. It's, you know, King of Cups usually, if we're not talking about the water signs, we're talking about a person who is like emotionally comforting and they care about us. You know, they're not as nurturing as like the Queen of Cups. It's not so much like touchy, feel like lovey-dovey, like obvious in your face. It's more like at a distance, like, you know, they care. You understand that they care. They don't always have to be there, but you know this person is concerned with you and, you know, you're in their heart. Like it's a good energy to have around. So I would say that, you know, you have the support emotionally from either a person or maybe the people around you. If we're talking about love here though, like we are talking about, then if this person hasn't come around yet, I would say that they will very soon. A person that you're going to be able to build a foundation with, or maybe this is just what you're wanting, but Gemini or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are the signs I'm getting. So if you're not involved with somebody like that, or with that sign, with one of those signs, then it's possible that they could be coming soon. And if you're already involved with someone else who's not one of those signs, then it could be that they're embodying these characteristics. So I would say that if it's not one of these signs, then they care, and that's good. So, all right, and they have support emotionally for you, or you feel like you're supported. Could be a person from the past. We have reunion here. Four of Wands, reunion. Somebody coming together, possibly, you know, there's distance now. That's possible. Obviously, reunion, we're talking about coming back together. Yeah, or somebody from your past is popping in saying they care all of a sudden. What else here? But it's, you know, this person could have abandoned you in the past or very recently, the recent past, maybe not so recent past, whatever the case may be for you. It's, you said Pisces, Sun, Gemini, Moon. So whatever the case may be for you, I feel like you were abandoned or you felt like you were left in the dust. You know, it was very disappointing and very upsetting for you. So this person may try to say that they care now, or maybe they're trying to be there for you now after having done something like this. And the reason the Four of Pentacles is here, I almost forgot. I feel like that's coming out because it's saying like, look, this is you trying to build a foundation, trying to find something that's stable and positive, you know, in a way that's like reliable, I mean. So that's what I mean by positive. Like it's something you can rely on. It's like a good direction to go in with the person. You're trying to like have that kind of relationship. And so if this person comes back in, like you already know what they've done in the past, like how they've left you or how they've made you feel or how you felt as a result of the connection and separation. But, you know, you're going to have to like really consider if you want to allow this into your sphere, into your life right now, because you're trying to find the stability. And this is not something that makes us feel stable. You know, it's something that makes us feel unstable and insecure and hurt, you know, and not good about ourselves. So it's kind of like a challenge. I feel like it's kind of like saying, do you want to allow this again? Or do you want to like kind of go in a different direction where you have a chance of people can change, but it's like, I just feel like you already kind of seen what they are capable of, and maybe it's just not the best decision to allow that back in just yet. At least, it's not something that you really need to do. And if you want a solid foundation, it's probably something you maybe want to consider not doing, until you really feel like you need to, or if that even happens. So it's kind of like a challenge. It's kind of like, well, but is that going to be a good idea? Because it's not a stable thing, that. So why would, maybe you shouldn't. Just a thought. So let's see what else we have here. What else do we have here for Jill, please? What does she need to know about this situation for her highest good? You will end up on top, you will make the right decision. You will do what's best for yourself. I feel like people around you too, you have support in your life. Like, you have people cheering you on and encouraging you to go in the direction you're going. If it's positive, it's a good thing. It's like celebration of you, it's like celebration, congratulations, maybe a promotion or some kind of like celebration, maybe just a birthday. I don't, whatever it is, but it's just something where people are on your side. People are like happy for you, and it's very positive and supportive. You should not, it's kind of like you're on top, and it's not like a conceited, arrogant, it's like literally you're okay, you're good. People are supporting you, and you shouldn't feel on your own too much, so it's kind of like you don't even really need this person in your life. Like, if they're trying to come in and be all like trying to make things better for you and shit, like you even need that right now. Like, you don't need that right now. I feel like you have support around you. Sometimes we just want support from a certain person. We don't, like, even if we have good friends and people around us. But I encourage you to try to not give into that temptation, because it seems like you have people who are positive in your life right now, and this person has already shown you how they can be negative for you. So I mean, it's kind of like you'd be giving them a really big chance to even allow them in your life again. And you don't have to do that. You can choose to just try to have more positive things for yourself for now. But again, it's up to you. I just think that you don't really need their emotional support right now. And if it's a risk that they could hurt you again and be negative, like, why? Just, you don't even need to do that right now. But that's up to you. So what's the advice for her right now regarding the situation, please? What's the advice for her? What's the advice for her, please? Energies to focus on. We have yin. Okay. Intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Okay. You can't, I don't know if you can see these very well, but if they're coming in very clear. It's kind of crazy, but these are very detailed cards. These are beautiful cards. Also Earth. So persistence, patience, and practicality. Like I said, reliability, right? Thank you. Thank you. Earth. So yeah, something stable, right? Building that foundation. So this is what the energies you should focus on, being like, and like the people around you allowing this kind of energy into your life. Like, this is what you should focus on for your highest good right now. So yin, I mean, intuition, trust, patience. So intuition, okay, it's like, what is and what isn't a good idea for yourself, right? So it's kind of like, listen to that, you know what I mean? Like, don't disregard that. Like, that's there for a reason. So try to connect with that. If something's telling you like, maybe this just isn't a good idea, just fucking don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, just don't even go there. Like, what's best for yourself. Patience, trust. So trust the path, even if you're lonely now. Like I said, sometimes we want to be having somebody else's attention, even when there's positive in our life. We don't need that person, but sometimes we just like think we do, or we want them. And it's just like, trust the path. Like, you're lonely now, or maybe you're not, whatever the case is for you. Even if that's something that you want, just trust, like, it's not always going to feel like this. Like, you will have what is best for you, just as long as you follow what you need. If you go in this direction, it may kind of like change the path for you. It may kind of like veer off to you may go down a path that you really don't need to go down or want to go down, and eventually be like, shit, I made a mistake doing that. You've already seen this side of this person, like I said. So, like, what's practical and what's intuitively what's the best thing for you. So listen to that and let that be your guide, okay? It's the best advice I can give you for those. Good. It's something tangible that we can actually do. You know, it's not just like trust in magic. It's like, no, you can just listen to your own self and know what's best and just try to do the practical thing for yourself, you know. In the long run, you will be grateful that you did, you know. So like I said, trust the path, have patience with yourself. Things are gonna get better, you know, as long as you're doing what's best for yourself. So thank you. Hopefully that made sense for you. Okay. Muna or Muna. Muna? Where's Luna? Luna. 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 Where is Luna? This reminds me of one of my cats. Yeah, we have a lot of cats right now, but it's not always going to be this way. It's not my fault. It was not my idea, but they grow on you and then you love them and you can't be like a heartless bitch. So that's why we have a lot of cats. I don't know if you've noticed. They're not all here right now in the background, but quite a few. So if you notice that, you're not seeing things. Aw, that's so super sweet of you, Joe. Thank you. That's cool. Right on. Right on. I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad. Is Muna here still? Muna. If not, we'll just move on to Shruti. What about Shruti? Is Shruti here still? Shruti. Oh, Kritika, we are at Shruti and then Sunny Joe Muna. Okay, awesome. Okay, so what is your question or topic or whatever you want to look at? Let me know and we'll get started, okay? Thanks you guys for being here. I'm glad I could be on here again doing this. Feels good tonight. Feels right tonight. You know, sometimes it just doesn't. Well, tonight it does. Until this guy wants to start doing that stuff. Okay. And Nick, Smiley, hi. The other night, you guys, Nick, Smiley, Mystical Tarot is here in the chat. Go and like their page, subscribe, and, you know, become a fan, follower, subscriber. All over the place. But, you know, they're amazing what they do. They have a channel themselves. So go check them out and spread that love. Fellow tarot readers, okay? New channel up and coming. So let's go and support them, okay? I met my celebrity crush, PJ, last week. What was his first impression of me? Interesting question. Okay. Let's see what his first impression was of you, if we can connect with him or her. Oh, well, his, so him. If we can get any information regarding how this person felt about you when they first saw you, or their first impression, or any kind of like feelings or thoughts from them about you. So are we talking like before they even communicate with you, like they see you in the crowd, they're like, whoa, she's like gnarly, or they're like, huh, she seems interesting, or quiet, or whatever? Or are you saying like when you started talking to them? Like, well, you said when I met. Okay, well, let's just look at what comes out here, because I don't know if I'll be able to get this, but let's see. See what we can find out. Give me any thoughts, feelings, impressions that PJ had regarding Muna when they met last week. First impressions. Well, first of all, I feel like you kind of already know, like whatever you think the first impression was is probably true, because the High Priestess here is a person, well, a card, an energy that represents a person who's very intuitive and kind of knows things that aren't, without being told directly, like, oh, this is how I feel, like you kind of just know without being told. So she's very intuitive. Like she just knows kind of what's going on, you know, without being told directly. So whatever you think or feel like they felt is probably pretty spot on. Another thing, something could have been disappointing about this. Like you could be, but the thing about it too is that you could be looking at the negative instead of the positive. Like this person here has 3 cups knocked down right here, right? 3 cups knocked down, and the 2 back here are still standing. So there's still 2 chances here for this person, but they're not even focused on that at all. They're just like, they're dwelling over these 3 cups that are knocked down. So you could do the same thing you've always done, and you could take these 2 cups behind you and keep getting the same result and just be disappointed time and time again. Or you could take these 2 cups back here, back there. You could go across this bridge right here over to this castle over here and do something different and find a new experience or like some other way of being, like some other outcome, you know, than to do what you've always done and get the same result and be disappointed. Like do something different, switch it up in this situation, or maybe that's what you did. But that's kind of like advice for the 5 of Cups. Usually the 5 of Cups is talking about someone focused on the negative. So maybe it's, you know, consider that you're just focusing on the negative rather than the positive. Like there is positive there. Like they may have thought maybe you were a bit gnarly or intense or something, but not saying that they did. I'm just saying like if that would be maybe the negative, but there is also positive that they thought too. So stop looking at just the negative in this situation is what I feel I need to say, like out of that card. Okay, so let's see. What is your advice for this situation? What energy should you focus on for your highest good at this time regarding the situation? Sextile, it's an aspect in astrology between planets, a combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Okay, potential and a rewarding situation, tension and flow. So like I said, there's good and positive, but that's kind of needed, you know, it's kind of like important to have both. Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. I would say this person was pretty nice to you. Like they were like considerate, they were fair, you know, they were like just, you know, kind. They were not you know, things were harmonious. Like it wasn't like a tense or like unpleasant situation. I feel like they were pretty, you know, I mean, they have to probably meet people all the time, and it's like they were just, you know, average cool with you, you know, like everything was pretty positive, I feel like. Potential and a rewarding situation. So I just feel like this overall for you was kind of like a positive situation. You felt rewarded. You felt like this was like, yay, you know, to you. But to them, I mean, I think it was pretty normal for them to meet people. But specifically, let's see if we can get any kind of information, you know, here. Like try to look at this in a way of like, this is what they do and this is what they have to do all the time. So, I mean, they don't get very personal with many people. Just try to be understanding of that. You know, you could have just maybe possibly just been like another person to them. But that's okay. I mean, nothing was bad really that I see here. It seems very like, you know, normal or for them, you know, just a day in the life. Okay. 10 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Okay. So this is their job, right? I mean, it's like, this is what they do. So there's money involved. You know, they were probably getting paid that day for whatever, wherever you met them or whatever they were doing. Maybe they're headed somewhere when you met them. I'm not sure how you met exactly, but you know, they were probably on their way to something where they're going to be making money. Like they were set, they were good. They were not in a bad mood because of that. You know, it's like they have nothing to be upset about. They meet a few people, you know, it's not too big of a deal. They're very focused on their, like their job or their career or their money or their, you know, stability financially situation for them. Like it's a focus of theirs. It's a message constantly going through their head. So sometimes that can feel a bit stuck, like they have no other choice because this is how they make money. And maybe sometimes it does feel a bit smothering to them. But to me, I just think, you know, there was nothing that day necessarily that really was negative. So I think you probably had a good experience meeting them. They were more focused on like their money, their job, their situation financially. So I don't think that it was really like specifically anything they thought or didn't think of you. I mean, it's just kind of like that's, you know, they do this all the time. So I mean, I'm not getting any like specific like they didn't like you or they did. I mean, it's just they were kind, considerate, they were fair. Everything was like kind of normal to them, and they had no reason to kind of be rude or anything. So I feel like it went well. But as for any specific things they thought of you, I don't see anything coming out here like that. That could be because there wasn't really necessarily anything, you know, that they really thought. They just kind of, that's what they do, and that's just, they don't really think much of it, you know. No offense. I mean, hopefully that doesn't upset you, but that's what I'm getting for this, okay? So let's see here. Shruti. Is Shruti here? I don't think they ever came last time, huh? Okay. Sunny Joe? Sunny Joe? Hi, Space Queen. I was just going to say Space Queen after Sunny Joe. If Sunny Joe isn't here, we will continue to Space Queen. So we don't have Shruti, we don't have Sunny Joe, and we don't have, or we do have Space Queen, okay. Hi, Caesar. What time is it? Oh, goodness. It's 2:04 a.m. Okay. Okay. So I have a crush on Safe. My name is Maya. What does he think of me? Does he like me? Okay. Very straightforward. Okay. Nice. So let's see. Slinky deck, swear to God. Okay. What is Safe? Hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. May not be, and forgive me if I am not. So what does he think of me? Does he like me? Okay. Let's see. What does he think of her? What does Safe think of Maya? Or Mia? Maya. I feel like it's Maya. Oh, Mia. Mia? Or is it a different way? My vowels get fucked up sometimes. I don't know why. It's just something ain't working in my brain sometimes when it comes to vowels. Like it's usually like opposite exactly of what it should be. It's like weird, but forgive me for that. Okay, everyone. Forgive me if I say your name wrong because my vowels are retarded for some reason. Okay, so Mia, okay. All right, so what does Safe think of Mia at this time? Opportunity here for sure. The thing about it, oh no. No, I'm talking to Space Queen. Yes. Okay. So, Space Queen. This is an opportunity. So basically here, because aces are opportunities. So I mean, it's good, but it's like the opportunity for either something commitment wise or committed, stable, possibly has to do with money, a job, stability in some way. It could be material. If you have a lot of money, you come from a lot of money. Could be something to do with that. We'll get some more on this though. So it's kind of like at this point, it could be kind of good. It could be kind of bad. I mean, just depending on where they're at with this, you know, where they're at in their mind about it. It says Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, you guys actually might be able to make a business or some kind of like thing together, you know, some kind of like you could venture into this, some kind of you could build together, and this could be an opportunity for you guys to like create something where you're, you know, making money or there's stability. Like this could work out for you. Commitment wise, I feel like it's, you know, it's kind of like good luck. You guys should have money. I mean, like stability and things like that, because it's an opportunity. And like all opportunities, you know, we can miss them. We can miss opportunities. But here it looks like if you go for this, then Wheel of Fortune will be on your side. So, I mean, obviously it's positive. Let's see what else we have here. And maybe this is what he sees. Like he sees opportunity in you. He knows you're smart, or like, you know, you guys have, you think alike, or maybe you think in opposite ways, but it would work for some kind of, you know, business. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like he sees opportunity in this. Probably talking about stability, because you don't really see like that person could make money with me. Like you don't really know that yet when you just meet somebody. So maybe he feels like you could be a person he really wants to get to know or be like stable with. It's an opportunity for some kind of stability. And if you do come from money, I would say that's, you know, if he knows that, that can have to do with it. Here we have the Eight of Swords. So here's lovely old Eight of Swords here. You know, you see she has a blindfold on. And she's got this like rope or something around her. And so she feels pretty fucking stuck at this point. I mean, she looks pretty fucking stuck at this point. But because we're talking swords here, Eight of Swords, this is all in the mind. It's mental energy. It's not physically, it's not really happening. So it's not like you're going to be tied up and, you know, feel trapped. It's like you or him, because we're talking about how he feels about you, maybe smothered a bit, or maybe just this is like, because we have two things here. We have like this energy of like something serious, and like, yes, there's opportunity here for something stable and serious and committed and good. Like, yes, like practical, like we're going to go in this direction because that's the right choice. But again, if you guys decide to take that route, you can miss opportunities, remember. But Wheel of Fortune, so I feel like it's a positive thing, but it's just that on the other end of it, it kind of seems like maybe it's a bit too much too soon, or maybe he's just never been in a relationship like that before. Maybe it's just like something he's not comfortable with, or it's something he feels like he wants, but then he doesn't really know how to be. You know, it's like he feels trapped. But the thing is, it's in his mind. So it's cool because it's something that it's self-imposed restriction is what they call it. And basically he can walk away at any time. You see the ankles of this card, the character in this card are not tied. The swords around them, they're just sticking up in the ground. They're not going to stop anyone. So he thinks he's stuck because of the blindfold and the tie, but it's just in his mind. And so he can change that mindset. Don't know how he would go about doing that unless he's aware of it, but or I don't know how you convince him of that. That might be kind of weird. Like, I know what you're thinking and you don't have to think like that. Like this tarot reader told me, like, don't do that. But you know, but I feel like, yeah, he maybe it's going to be a bit too much too soon, or maybe just too much in general. He doesn't know how to react to it or something right away. So just, you know, kind of try to tread lightly. I feel like he sees opportunity in this, you know. Maybe he's not ready for a serious commitment yet, and he feels like, yeah, I see like opportunity, but I also see myself feeling smothered and not being ready for this yet, you know, something like that. But then we have the King of Cups, which is awesome. You know, that means somebody who cares genuinely. So if we get anything like the Death card or the Devil or Ten of Swords after we get the King of Cups, then I'll say it's probably not going to last, or this person is being fake and isn't really that caring person. But we didn't get that. We got the World. So this could be kind of a thing that goes on for a while before it really becomes like everything it's going to be, obviously. But it's it could take some time for this to develop. Like, I feel like they're kind of like a Capricorn person, or maybe their Venus is in Capricorn or something. I mean, it just is that energy of like slow and steady, you know, like, sorry, slow and steady. Like, we're not going to rush things. And obviously this person is kind of scared to rush things in general already. This is what they're thinking from the outset. So it's kind of like, yeah, don't push it. Don't be too much. Allow them to open up and come out of their shell. Don't like push them to come out of their shell, or trust you. Like, that's going to take some time. All of these things are going to take some time. It's like as the world continues to spin and as time goes on. So it could take a little bit of time. Also, in this card, the four corners are different characters there. That's Aquarius, that's Scorpio, that is Leo, and that is Taurus. And that is all the fixed signs of the zodiac, basically. It's all the seasons, right? So it's kind of like saying as time goes on, it might take a whole year, it might take a couple seasons, you know, to happen for this to actually be like a very serious thing where you guys are seriously involved. But it might be a slow moving thing here, process. But try to just go with it and don't push it, because this person will get freaked out. Okay, so right now I feel like they do see opportunity with you, and hopefully, you know, it can get to that point. But just try to take it easy, you know, on this person. They're not used to rushing things and being very serious. It's going to take some time, okay, if it happens. So let's see here. Space Queen. Okay, Yvette Hernandez. Is Yvette here? Oh, there you are. Let me know what your question is, okay? I don't have anyone else on this new list yet, you guys. On this list, what I have is Yvette right now, and then Mocha Princess and Kritika. And after that, I will see who's here still, and we'll add a few more people to the list, okay? So just hang in there if you still want a reading. If you want to skip ahead of all this craziness, you can donate. Look in the description and check that out if you guys want to know more information about that, okay? That's the priority list, okay? We'll skip right ahead of everyone else, and you'll get one right away. So if this is all like you're impatient like me, that's why that option's there. So check that out if you're interested. If not, then just, you know, hang in there with me. We'll get through you. But again, I'm not going to get to everybody tonight, so I may not get to you. That was a lie. I may actually not get to you. Sorry to say, but I'm just being real. You know, at one point I'm going to get a little burnt, so I will let you know when that is, though. Okay, let's see. Who's Nora? Libra Girl 88. Hi. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let's go ahead and do, I hate to do that. Since that's my thing though, it's like I say, if you donate, we get your reading done right away. So Yvette, you're gonna have to just wait a second. Let me take care of this reading really quick, and then we'll get to you, okay? I'm so sorry about that. I feel like rude doing that, but I feel like, you know, that's kind of the deal with donating. You know, it's like you get it right when you donate. So unless I'm in the middle of a reading, you know. So let's start with this one for Nora. What was your question, Nora? Let me know, and we'll get to you. Hi, you guys. Oh. Okay. Buzz. Okay, I see. You guys make sure that when you're doing PayPal, you're sending to a friend instead of like a service, because it charges me a fee to do your reading. We don't want that. So make sure you send to a friend next time, okay? But I will take it because I'm just telling you that now. So you didn't know. So you will have the option though. So please send to a friend so that it sends me the whole donation, okay? And doesn't charge me. But yes, Disha, thank you. We will get to you after this one. So, okay. Libra Girl 88 and Disha. And you guys, give me a quick second to let this dog out so I can focus on your guys' readings, okay? Be right back. Good to know. Thank you for letting me know that because I did not know that about the India thing. Thank you. Because, yeah, that's important for me to know instead of getting on your ass about it, right? Because I did not know that. Okay, perfect. So let's see. What does M feel for me? What does M feel for me? Libra Girl 88 wants to know. Hi, Christine. Libra Girl 88 wants to know, what does M feel for me? Okay. It's kind of like the last one. It's like they have hope for like something, and this more than the Ace of Pentacles. This is more talking about like literally like strictly business or money, material items, like things of value, like items, like things we can touch and hold, like not like emotions or like things that we like can't, like actual real things, like valuables, money, you know, material things. So this person has hope. We have Aquarius here. Could be an Aquarius person. It could be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be either of any of those signs, but I'm just letting you know that that's what these cards can mean as well. But on top of that, we have, you know, this person has hope because it's like be positive and believe, you know, and have faith with the star card here. And with the King of Pentacles, we're talking about somebody who has hope and believes that, you know, either you have money, belongings, or things of value, or you can give them some kind of like business opportunity, or maybe like you can help them make money, or Is that really Maddie? Hi. Aw. Is that the Maddie I'm thinking of? Mad Maddie? Okay, so hi. You guys, shout out to my niece. Well, my boyfriend's niece, but my niece too. My niece-in-law. I don't know what that would be called, but anyway, I'm sorry about that. So they see like an opportunity either to make money or to like maybe you have money, maybe you have valuables, or maybe they want to like work with you and make money somehow. Like they see an opportunity with that. So you know, if you have valuables, you come from a lot of money, that's possible. And that doesn't seem too romantic, does it? But it could be, you know, eventually. Let's see what this gets into, or let's see where this goes. The sun, something will come out and you'll be required to take action. You don't have to take action though. I mean, again, it's an opportunity. We can miss opportunities, right? So you don't have to. You never have to. It is, you know, you got free will. So you don't have to do anything. But again, this is another ace. So it's like opportunity to take well, you didn't have an ace, I'm sorry, I was mixing it with the last reading, but this is an ace of wands. So you will have an opportunity to take action, and that would probably be the best thing to do at that point. What I'm talking about here is the sun. So the sun could be talking about you feel very good in this situation. You feel like this is right. This is the thing for you. Like this is your thing. This is what it is. Like you're good here. This is your place. But it can also be representative of something's going to come out. And you're going to have a realization, and maybe you don't know it now because, right, it's a realization that you'll be having. Something's going to come to light, basically, about the whole situation. And so, actually, let me not assume. Let's get a little more information on this because I can assume, but I'm a bit jaded. So I might be like, this motherfucker's going to fuck you over, and I don't know that for sure. So, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, but at that time when you have this realization about whatever the fuck it is, we're going to find that out right now. Is he trying to use me? Lovely question. I don't know for sure, but let's see. But when you have this realization, you're going to want to take action. So you won't feel paralyzed. That's a good thing. That's what we do know, right? That's a good thing. You don't feel like, what do I do? You'll be like, no, I'm going to do something about this. Like, there's no other way. I'm not going to just sit here and allow this, you know, or, you know, whatever it is. It could be positive, but let's see. What is the sun here for? What is the sun card here for? Something about like a commitment or somebody. I mean, it could be so many things with that card. That's also the Taurus card, okay? I mean, you see in this card, they're looking up to this like priest character in this card. These two down here looking up to this person. So it's kind of like maybe you look up to this. Good night. Love you guys. Maybe you know, you look up to this person, you have a lot of like respect for them, or you just like you admire them in some way, like you look up to them and you think highly of them. So that could change, you know, or it could come to you could come to the realization about something having to do with that. So let's see, let's get further with this. Again, it could mean so many things with that. Like maybe you feel like you're gonna have to do the right thing, or it's just the right thing to do. With the Hierophant, it's like what people expect of you or something. Let's see. I'm not getting a clear image on this, but let's see. As of yet, but we will. We'll get more. So give me more about the sun here with the Hierophant. It's going to come out that you're supposed to do this, or this is the right thing. Oh. So I feel like a time is going to come when you're going to be required to take action, or you're going to feel like that's the right thing to do in this situation. When you have this realization, it's going to be something that maybe society is expecting you to do. Like maybe you don't really even want to do it, but you know it's the right thing. You know it's what people expect of you. You know it's like what you're supposed to do in a situation like this, whatever it is. But here it's kind of causing, you know, trouble for you personally. Only you are feeling this. And what this means is that you're kind of at a crossroads with yourself because you're not able to really speak or be yourself or do what you feel is best for yourself. It's not really about yourself in this situation, which is kind of bad because it's your life, you know? So whatever this is about, it could be business related because we're talking here about like material items, money, hope, in that, and then we're talking about a realization where you're going to be required to take action because you feel like it's the right thing to do. You may not want to do it, but you feel like, of course I'm going to do it. You just do that in these situations. But it could kind of cause you to kind of like be at a crossroads with yourself because you're kind of feeling like you're silenced. You don't really know how to respond in a way that makes you feel okay. Like it's kind of just you're doing this for other people. So let's see what this is all trying to say here, because I don't want to jump to that conclusion, but what is the significance of this person in her life? What do we need to know about this person specifically? Give us more information about M, please. Again, we have Aquarius card. We got that twice now. This is 2 different decks here. So could be an Aquarius person, okay? Would not be surprised at all if it was an Aquarius person. If not, though, we're talking here again about hope. Have faith. You know, things could be positive. Like it's a lot of like wishing, dreaming, hoping, and staying positive, like even in the negative, and that could work out. You know, sometimes it doesn't. I would say already though, if you're like feeling like you can't like be yourself or do what you want to do for yourself or do what's best for yourself, that's kind of a red flag to me. So if in any situation that you feel that way, I feel like it's probably best to like try to not let that happen. But sometimes we just don't have a choice. And yeah, so it's kind of funny that these 2 cards would come out together because Knight of Wands is talking about a person who's not very committed, like to anything. They're non-committal is what they call it. He's passionate. He's fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be, but you get the gist. Just that energy of like passion, fire. I'm about this. I'm here. I'm now. I'm with you. I'm about this. Like I like this. I want to be here. We're making plans even because like I'm so into this. So like we're gonna like make something happen here and plan for things to like go further. Problem is, these people get bored so fucking easily that they move on to the next, and it's just like they're gone. Like as soon as they came in, they're gone. So this could come out in a way of like they're passionate about something, like overly, like it's like whoa, you know, like they're about this. Like you know they're about this because they're about it, and it's clear. But then they kind of get over it and they want to do something else. So then they're here and then they're gone, and you're kind of like, what the fuck happened? So it's interesting that that would come out with this hope card, all about hope. And, you know, I hope and I wish and I, you know, just have faith, right? But this person has faith now, but then they don't. So you might have to like do something where this person fucks up in a business deal or something, or they don't come through on a responsibility or an obligation of theirs, like something they're supposed to follow through on that they're expected to do, right? And they just don't. And so you have to kind of come in and like save face, and that could be kind of hard for you to do because it may be something that they really like you would never do, but you're kind of taking the blame for it because you, I don't know, you admire this person maybe, or you think highly of them, or they, you know, somehow you just feel like it's the right thing to do in the situation. And you can choose to do whatever you want to do. You don't have to do that just because the cards are saying that's likely to happen. You can choose to do something else because it's saying you're going to be taking action. There's going to be an opportunity for you to take action. And now you can take action, throw them under the bus. You can take the blame. You can try to like even it out and kind of like not go either way, but try to like make people feel okay about it and be neutral and like, you know, help people to not be so upset about whatever it is or whatever. But, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. But I think it's probably best for you to do something that's not going to make you hate yourself at the end of the week. Or like if this person ends up not like being loyal to you in the same way, it may be very disappointing. So you just have to choose wisely, you know, the thing that you're willing to be about, or like the people that you're willing to, you know, help out and take the blame for, because it could end up hurting you. I feel like this person kind of like doesn't deserve that from you. Like they kind of are careless about it and it's not really your problem, you know? So if they want to look bad or make everything look bad for a second, let the blame be on them. Like you don't need to take that on for yourself. So you can choose whatever you want to do, obviously, but I think it's probably best. This person seems like they're not very committal. So I wouldn't be surprised if you do this for them and they don't really show appreciation, or they're kind of just like still on to the next thing and not looking back and trying to be appreciative or do something for you. So I just think it's probably best to be in a more reliable situation, or be loyal to people who are more reliable, right? It seems unreliable. So That didn't really answer the question of how they feel about you, huh? Is that what you asked? How does M feel about me? That happens sometimes. So, I mean, he sees an opportunity. He sees there's hope in a money or business situation. With the way it comes out, I feel like, I don't know if he's using you necessarily, but I don't think it's a genuine care exactly. It kind of seems self-serving, or like there's something he's gonna get out of it, you know. Like the way that it all plays out, he seems a bit careless. Like maybe he's just not that way with anyone, but certainly it's no exception in this situation. I feel like he's kind of thinking of what he's gonna get out of it, or like what he can get out of it or get out of, you know, because of like your good reputation or your stand in the community, you know. And just be careful with this one, you know. He sees opportunity for him to like get money or get a job or start making business moves with you, like you're smart or you have the connections or something. I don't see anything really romantic in this situation on his side. Okay, as of right now, at least, as of what I can see here. So let's see. Disha. And thank you, by the way, Libra Girl 88T. Thank you for your donation. Hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Let me know. Disha, are you here still? I don't know. Did you post? Disha. Hi. I'm just doing a few donation readings right now, and then I'm going to get back to the list, okay? Thanks for being here. If you guys haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in lives like this. I go live all the time, a few times a week, and try to get the new people first. So if you're new, definitely do that so you don't miss that next time. And also, please like this video if you get a chance. It just takes a second. It really helped me out a lot. Helps YouTube to see that like people like this video, they're engaging with it, and okay, we can show it to other people. So thank you for doing that ahead of time. Now, what does the universe want to tell me about my ex? Ayame? Ayame? Again, I could have that wrong. Forgive me. But what does the universe want to tell me about your guys' current situation? Oh, your guys' current situation together, or his in general, just his life right now? What does the universe want to tell me about my ex and his current situation? Are you sure the universe wants to tell you anything about it? I'm just kidding. Hi, Brisness. Okay. His life. We are in no contact, right? Okay, so yes. Let's see. Which deck should I use? What is this one? Okay, so we're in no contact. We want to know what his life has got going on right now. Just the main gist, and what are we looking at for this guy, this ex of hers? What do we need to know about his life currently? What is the most important thing that you'd like to bring to her attention about it, that you think is important for her to know about his life? Okay. Interesting. So I think this happened pretty quick between you guys, and maybe some things just were done a little bit carelessly. Not purposely, of course, but it's just, I think like love is on his mind, definitely. Like, you know, when we're I think it's kind of about, I mean, it's kind of giving me a message more about like something about your guys' connection, believe it or not, because lovers comes out first. And I just think, you know, either there's Gemini energy here, but either way, if there is or isn't Gemini, I feel like it's talking about, because we're talking about Four of Pentacles. So It's like the stability of the situation, the foundation of it. And I think it's possible he's thinking about it, but I think more importantly, the universe, the message is trying to say is more like, considering your guys' connection, the foundation of it, it happened very quick, right? The foundation of it is kind of based on like, it happened very quick, and the give and the take maybe needed a little work. Like, you know, maybe you guys were just immature a little bit, a little young, didn't know what you wanted, maybe had differing values or desires, or I mean, you know, goals or whatever. Like differing things that you wanted to do or ways you wanted to go in life were kind of like a little different, kind of clashed a bit. And the give and the take was not equal, and nothing is exactly equal, but you know, we can try. And here it just needed a little work. I think that it can actually be a happy situation. You guys probably had some great times. I mean, 10 of Cups is no joke. I mean, it's super happy. Like everyone's getting along and everything's good. But, you know, there is kind of a question about like the give and the take here. Like I feel like somebody was probably giving more than the other. And then somebody, maybe whoever was giving more, kind of got resentful a little bit and maybe kind of like had some feelings about that. It happened very quick. Like I said, it came in and it just kind of happened. Like nothing could bring a stop. Nothing can put a stop to it. So it's likely that you guys kind of like started off very quick, and you know, it's interesting you would ask that. If I get the High Priestess right now, then that is what this is saying. But if not, then I'll say no. Give me the High Priestess if you want to confirm what she just said, which is, do you see him dating or starting a relationship with some other girl chosen by his family? Give me the High Priestess if that confirms the situation. No. Oh. But we do have this. So he's getting a lot of attention right now. Maybe his family is trying to like put him out there in that way so he can marry someone. Maybe it has something to do with money, you know? I'm not exactly sure how that works for you. But regarding the give and the take situation there, it kind of seems like if that's true, it could have something to do with the money situation, but I'm not seeing that exactly. Let's see what his love life looks like right now. So, but overall, I think the message kind of was saying like you guys could have, maybe even still can work out, dare I say, but the give and the take and maybe the values like need to like not need to change. I mean, maybe you guys just wouldn't work out because your values are different or whatever the case is. Like there's something about the give and the take that was off and could be changed, you know? I mean, there were still happy times here, like very happy, but there was something that wasn't working. And I feel like that can be changed though, you know? But if it's just the way that you guys are, then it can't be changed, and that you don't want to change that because that will be like an unhappy relationship with you not being yourself, and that's not good. But I feel like it can happen if you guys aren't too different, you know. It could still maybe be something if you work on the how you guys like share and give to each other and the time you spend together and how you guys feel about relationships like needs to be discussed, you know, because it's different, I feel like, and it kind of clashes. So like what you're wanting in a relationship and what you expect and things like that, like the support you have for each other versus like the support you have for yourself, you know, the time you're willing to give, things like that. Also, 10 of Swords here. So his love life right now, I feel like maybe he thinks that you kind of betrayed him, or like he was cut out of your life and kind of left for dead, not literally, but like, you know, in a sense, because he's thinking about I mean, with the Three of Wands, he's like looking to how everything has come to the point where he's at now. Maybe he feels like he's kind of in a situation where damned if you do me, damned if you don't. Like he's fucked, you know, either way. Like he feels like, what's the point? I don't even make my own decisions anymore. Like I can't choose. It's, you know, I don't have a choice in this. And that's really shitty, actually. But I feel like he's thinking about how it all has come to be, which is kind of upsetting and kind of depressing because it's like he feels like he doesn't have a choice, or he feels like there's no point in trying to exert what he wants to happen because it's not up to him, or he's going to be left and abandoned, or he has some kind of like fear of like not being able to, like he kind of just thinks like he's has no say in it, or he just isn't enough, or, you know, he doesn't have what it takes, or, you know, I mean, what do you think this card, anything that you feel looking at this, I mean, it's just, that's how he's feeling right now. And it could be regarding everything that's happened and how everything is right now, you know, because it's like him looking out into the distance, like just kind of reminiscing and thinking about how things have come to this point here. He's feeling like the Ten of Swords. That's not good. Either he feels like he's not going to be very committed to this idea or person, if there is one, or it's like he's not going to be very committed to this whole like feeling bad about it kind of thing. Like he's going to jump up and he's going to do something different about it, you know, like he's going to get himself out of this headspace, whatever it is. If he feels like this is the right decision for him right now, I feel like whatever he's doing right now is just not going to last, whatever that is. What is his love life looking like? You know, he's passionate about it at first, and then he's going to lose interest. So what is his love life like currently? Hope. Yeah, it is about money. And again, feels like he doesn't have a voice. That is very depressing. It's like he doesn't even have a choice, really. Because this is a card of like, he doesn't know his own worth or value, or he doesn't know that like what he has to say actually matters. Like he just thinks that he doesn't know his own power. And so that sucks. You know, that will bring a person down. I don't really necessarily think he's with anyone. Actually, he could be, because here we see this money situation. If he's not with somebody, it could be somebody younger. If he's not with someone, then it's kind of like saying like this is what he's going to get out of any kind of relationship, and that sucks, because it's like he hopes, like in all honesty, in a straightforward way, what he's expecting, or maybe his family, money, like he's supposed to have money, or they are, or both of them are, and it's like that's no way to, you know, that's nothing to focus on in a relationship. That happens a lot, but I don't know exactly how it works for you in your culture, but it's definitely has a lot to do with money, and that sucks. It's like an opportunity of like, what can, you know, the person has belongings or things of value, so I can be more valuable as well in this connection or something. And it seems like a person who's younger, could be a person who's known for a long time, maybe since childhood, or maybe somebody that's just a little bit younger, like in an obvious, like maybe like a few years younger. It's like a young person, you know, it's like a younger person to an older person. So it's kind of like they may be a bit younger. Right. And that's definitely what's coming out here, which is unfortunate. I don't necessarily think that there's anyone right now, though. I mean, 100%, like, but it seems like he's having a lot of thoughts about it, and he's feeling kind of hopeless about that. I would say you're probably pretty spot on with the whole idea about his parents trying to find somebody with money. That's what exactly it seems like. Or money is like a big deal in it for some reason, which sucks. But yeah, definitely money has a lot to do with it. So, I mean, what we do know is it's not based on true love. But I really don't think there's any specific person right now. You know, it seems like this is just all a dream or a hope or a thought or a plan, or it's not real happening right now, you know? But it is, you know, what they're kind of looking for. What's advice for her to take right now to, like, how should she, what energy should she embody in the situation for her highest good? House 7. Interesting. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. House 7. Okay, so focus on connecting with people, or maybe even finding somebody who's good for you romantically. Conjunction, a union, merging, and coming together. Yeah, it's kind of like directing you toward connecting with people, and connecting with people. It's not necessarily saying him. It's saying, though, that like, because House 7 is all about relationships and partnerships, like committed ones. It could even be like business partnerships. I mean, just any kind of partnership, relationship, any kind of relation with any person is the 7th house, like the other person. The 1st house is you, and right across is the 7th house, which is about other. So you and other relationships, any kind, friendships, business, anything. So we're talking about like coming together with people, a union, merging and coming together. and you being in this place and embodying this kind of energy. So you're supposed to connect with people right now. You're supposed to make new connections, as many as you can, and have like all these different types of, you know, relations, apparently. So you could probably find somebody that's good for you while doing that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's, you know, you're going to meet somebody soon because of this. If you do this, if you go and try to make connections and meet people, you know, everywhere that you go, just try to, you know, make connections. It seems like that's a good energy for you to embody right now. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So connect with as many people as you can. Build friendships, relationships, even work relationships or partnerships for your highest good. Okay, thank you, Disha. Thank you for your donation. And okay, I think we're on Yvette now. Are you still here? Yvette, so sorry. Okay, glad we're on you now. Sorry about the wait. Okay. You said, I was wondering, what does Anthony, he's a Leo, feel for me? I'm a Leo. We're friends, but he's been acting differently lately, and his friend told me he had feelings for me. Okay. Okay. I'm not laughing at you. So let's see what this Leo person feels for you. What does Anthony feel for Yvette? Can we get some emotions, feelings, thoughts, and different people, different things, different kind of what's coming out from him to her? Oh, wow. I think he's older than you. Is that true? Or if it's not, then I'm going to have to reinterpret. Because to me, it feels like he's probably a bit older and wants to kind of show you the way or give you some kind of support emotionally, maybe give a gift to you of some sort. I think he's interested, but I think he's kind of, you know, it could be two different people you're involved with here. But Anthony, I have two kings, so I feel like it's you know, it's an energy of an older person. You know, it's an energy of like more mature person, not just like a kid or like a young adult. It's more like a man. You know, if I could say that, it's like an energy of like somebody who wants to. And since we have this too, we're talking about like somebody who wants to like give or provide or guide, is what I'm feeling from that. And it's pentacles and swords. So we're talking about like communication and honesty and straightforwardness, blunt, you know, just like very factual. We don't have emotions here though, so that's kind of another thing that, you know, you want to see in a romantic situation. But here we have you know, pentacles as well, so like somebody who wants to guide you or help you to do practical things or structure or direct or organize your life, or, you know, just put you on the right track kind of thing. Like you have a good head on your shoulders. I just want to make sure you're doing the right thing, like kind of just like an older person would guide you. You know, it doesn't exactly feel romantic, even though it can be. It's just that it feels more of like a mentor or like a person who is looking out for you, like a older brother type thing, but not like that exactly, but just like a person who's kind of like, feels like because they're older, they want to make sure that you are on the right track. So you said by 2 days, is that what you mean? Like they're older by 2 days? It's not much older, is it? Is so they feel like they have experience you don't have. They want to give to you or provide to you some kind of like advice or guidance or knowledge, or like just they want to like, it's more like a be there for you and guide you kind of thing, more than like I'm interested in you, like that is what I'm feeling for this. So but I do think that they care, like they're interested, but I don't know if it's going to go to that point. I mean, it could eventually. We'll see what happens right now. Is this romantic at all? Give me the energy or the information I need to know about whether or not it's romantic. Is it romantic, or will it be romantic, or what is there romance in this connection? I mean, I don't do yes or no's, but again, somebody feeling responsible, and yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because I feel like there could be kind of a no. It may not ever turn romantic, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks more like this person feels responsible, or like they have something to guide or provide, or they want to show you how to, or like the way, or like they feel like it's just like it's almost like maybe karmic or something, because it's like, why did they feel this obligation to like lead you? I don't know. And you guys are like the same age, so I mean, it's not like they're much older, you know. But for some reason, it feels like they have an obligation, or they feel like it's their responsibility to like help you and guide you into a practical, you know, a practical way of life, or make sure you're doing the right thing. But this could cause some tension, because I just think two Leos together is kind of dangerous, because the stubbornness and the pride, and you know, I mean, it's, you know, but this could cause some clash, because, well, actually, kind of like what you're saying there is that, yeah, because Leos don't really like to be told what to do. I mean, they kind of like to lead. So like they're the leaders, they're the lion. They want attention, or not necessarily attention, but they want like eyes on, or they want to be like illuminated. They want to be credited for what they're doing, or appreciated, or, you know, given the attention or credit that they deserve for things they're doing, how they're putting themselves out there. I feel like it's going to get old for you that this person wants to kind of like direct you, like you're like, I got it, like I don't need that, you know. It kind of gets annoying to you. I feel like it just causes a bit of tension here, you know. So maybe you should just let this person know ahead of time, like, yeah, no, I appreciate that, but I don't need you to be so up in my business. Like, I'm going to do it how I want to do it anyway. No offense to you, you know, but I don't see anything romantic, at least not right now, personally, from that reading. I do not see that becoming romantic, at least not right now. Okay, so you may get annoyed at the person pretty soon if they keep trying to impose themselves, or you know, try to like, you know, get you to do something in a different way that maybe you're already used to doing it this way, and, you know, just things like that. It may be a bit like annoying to you. Disha, let me know your other question. Okay. We always be fighting. Yeah, that part. So will this ex try to establish contact again, or the connection we had is completely over for good? Okay, well, nothing is ever over for good necessarily. Like, I can't make that call. Anything can happen and change at any time. But let's see. Okay. I just want to use these cards for a quick sec and see what comes out here. These are some cards I made myself. So give me an idea of what this is likely to become. What's the energy between these two as we move toward the future into next year, or as we close out this year? What do we see happening between these two as we continue on this year and start the new year? What is the energy between these two, please? What's the energy between these two, please? What do you need to know about the energy between these two? Before the person gets married again. Nature, improving daily, peace with past. Okay, so it's kind of like saying you should meditate, or you should kind of like get some time in nature to yourself to kind of heal from this and also make peace with the past. That could mean yes or no, you know, it's not saying it's not going to, but it's not saying it's going to, but what it is saying is walk in nature, improving daily, and peace with past. So healing is a good idea for the situation specifically, but let's look at the Romance Angels Oracle and see if we can get any other information about the outcome or where it's headed between you guys. Because again, I don't want to say like that's what it is concrete, like it will never change. That's just not something that I could say. But as of right now, let's see. The energy between these two. Give me the energy between these two, please. Give me the energy between these two, please. To continue the year and start the new year. Excuse me. Energy between these two. Where is this connection headed? They are not in contact now, but she wants to know if it's going to reconcile. Do we see any chance of that, or what's going to happen next year? What's the energy between what's going to happen between this next year? What's left? What's left in this connection in general? What's left in this connection in general? It says, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this could be like a very deep kind of situation. Like this person has like triggered some kind of thing in you that maybe makes you think about all these childhood experiences. Like it's a very deep feeling that this person gives you. Like it's really hit you hard and opened you up in such a way that now you're thinking and considering all aspects of your life and childhood and how everything has affected you. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, healing is important, and maybe you'll even forgive some people who hurt you in the past, and like this is going to help you to grow and become stronger and forgive, heal. It says pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Very self-explanatory there. Okay. Let's see. Give me one more, please, as to what is the energy between them as we move toward the future. Between these two, what's left in this connection? What's left in this connection, please? You deserve love. You are lovable. This is coming out because you probably have forgotten this. And if you know it and you haven't forgotten it, it's coming out because it's kind of like a good reminder that, even if you feel insecure now, you feel like you're not good enough now, or you feel like because this person, like you're not good enough for this person, I guess we can say, or you feel that way now, does not mean that you don't deserve love. Like you deserve love that's healthy and happy and positive and comfortable, and things like love, actual love, not like this like half-assed and like making me feel bad about myself and making me feel like I'm not good enough kind of like love. You know, that's not love. And so it's kind of like telling you as a reminder, like this arrow can point at you. You deserve to have that too, but in a way that's fulfilling for you. So I feel like it's kind of like saying, you know, cut your losses because this is not something that makes you feel at your best. And that's not love. You know, that's not something, that's not a love that you need to have. You know, you need to feel connected and positive and good with the person instead of not. So I feel like, you know, it's like a reminder, like you need to remember you deserve love too. Like you're just like everyone else and you deserve it just as much as anyone else does. So don't settle for any less basically than what you deserve, and you deserve love. And this is not making you feel good. You know what I mean? Like it's not I don't think this is a good connection. It says very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is about manifestation. So very soon, it's not necessarily saying you guys will get back together. It's saying clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. It's saying manifest and like decide what it is that you want in a relationship. I'm not talking about, I want them to have this job. I want them to make this amount of money. I want them to hold the door open for me. No, I want to feel loved and valued. I want to be heard. I want to be appreciated. I want to feel like the person actually care, you know, like these types of things. Like not like this is what I want in a person. This is what I want in a relationship though. Like this is what I want in my relationship. Because you can have like all these things on the list and be like, nah, that doesn't check out. They don't do this. They don't do that. That's going to be way harder to find a person that's matching everything on that list. You may never, find somebody who matches everything on the list. Obviously, it's a person. They're a human being. They're not going to be perfect, everything you want. But in a relationship, you should be able to have certain things that you can achieve together. And if you can't, then it's like, but clearly decide what those things are so that you can recognize them and they can come to you and you can recognize them in your life instead of just letting them pass or like not wanting it because you're used to an unhealthy connection, you know, so you wouldn't even see it. You just let it pass. And if you know what you want and you decide what that is and you are aware of that, then you should be able to understand where it's at in your environment a lot easier. You'll know, you'll recognize it, you know, you won't let it pass you by. So do that. Make sure you know what you want in a relationship so that it can come to you now. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Yes. That's exactly what you need to, yeah. That's what we all need to do, but yeah, great idea. Great. That's a good way to go. So I'm going to use the karma cards. So Disha, think of, and actually, Brisness, I'm sorry to say this, but this is kind of that point in time when I'm getting burnt out and I don't want to give shitty readings. So I'm going to finish this one. And then I'm probably going to get going tonight. But if you come back tomorrow, I will put you on the list first, okay? So you can get the first reading. Okay, Brisness? And anyone else who is on this list still, of course, as well. Which is Mocha Princess and Kritika. You guys will be first on tomorrow's live, okay? So if you want to check that out, definitely do that, and I'll be waiting for you. So, Disha. Disha, okay, you don't have to tell me what the question is, but I need a question from you. I need you to think of a question, and I will answer that question as well. But I need you to think of a question that requires an answer that is either an outcome or an action, sorry. So it's like, okay, what should I do? Here, take this action is an action. So like, should I reach out? What will happen if I reach out is an outcome. because then it will tell you what the outcome will be. But should I reach out, or what should I do? What should I do about this situation? The action is reach out or don't, or, go inside. That would be the action. So think of a question and just be thinking about it hard right now. And then we'll see what will happen, okay? We'll see what comes out here for you. So focus on your question. You don't have to tell me what it is. You can if you'd like, but it's up to you. You said I will not reach out. Okay. Well, I'm honored that you chose me to give you a reading. I feel like I don't have all these cards. No, I do. Disha, did you have a question that requires an action or an answer? I mean, an action or an outcome. Let's go with the question about will he reach out? What is likely to happen regarding the both of these two in the situation? What is the outcome here regarding Disha and their person? Disha and their person, what is the outcome here? The South Node. What is the outcome here for Disha and their person? Okay, in the houses. What is the outcome for this situation regarding Disha and their person? Okay, so we have the South Node in Gemini in the 6th house. Okay. So the way these cards work are planet signs houses, right? Or planets signs houses. It's a little bit of glare here. So, and on the back we have the South Node in Gemini in the 6th house. So you see here, the way these cards work are, there's 3 sections, there's 3 lines here, right? You see the S, the M, and the P. The S is spiritual. The M is material. I'm sorry, mental. I was like thinking what. The M is mental and the P is physical. So 3 different ways to interpret this. Now I'm asking what, oh wow, interesting. That's crazy. See, it could be karmic or obligation. Or wait, was that somebody else's reading? I don't know. But okay, that's interesting though. So the South Node, okay, the outcome of the situation says there will not be information to explain, service to others, anxiety about communications, about what is good for us, and trouble resulting from the fluctuations of your work. Okay. There will not be information to explain service to others. Anxiety about communications about what is good for us. Trouble resulting from the fluctuations of your work. So I feel like this is really going to upset your life. Like this person, it probably isn't going to be working out in the way that you had hoped or would like. You know, it seems like it's kind of going in a different direction. Sadly, it seems like it's probably just not the best for you, but that as well as your choice, what you decide to do. But it seems that the outcome here is that if you allow it back into your life, it could cause some trouble and it could cause you to have some kind of anxiety and disappointment and could hold you back in a big way. So it seems obvious to me that this isn't really like your connection that you're going to be with the rest of your life. You know, it seems like this is a thing that's affecting you now. And again, it could be karmic, like because karmic relationships are there to help us to learn so that we can grow, so that we can evolve, so that we can be, you know, enlightened and just lighter, you know, and to understand life more, to grow, to evolve our soul and everything. We're here for a reason. So I think this is probably one of those relationships because it's hard to like break from it, but it may not be your forever person. And I think it's safe to say you probably have another forever person, you know, that you will meet eventually, probably, but maybe you don't have somebody like that. But this person seems like they made an impact, but you don't have to hang on to them forever, even if it feels like it's the better thing to do right now. It may not be. Okay, I won't say it's not, but okay. So with that being said, you guys, I am obviously out of it, tired. So thank you for being here, though. I will be going on tomorrow night. So let me get those people down. We have Mocha Princess, Kritika, Brisness. Oh, I see, Disha. Okay, I'll look at that right now. Okay, so let me answer that question, okay? Will they be reaching out? Let's see. Will this person be reaching out anytime soon? Can we get any information on that, please? Oh, karma, manifestation. This is hard to say for me because I feel like it could go either way. Like the magician kind of talks about anything's possible. You know, like you have what it takes to make things happen in a tangible way. Like you have enough tools to make it happen. And justice talks about karma, doing what's right, doing what's fair. So, I mean, that could swing either way. But the chariot talks about somebody who is moving in a certain direction forward, but that could mean forward away from you and that could mean forward towards you. Can you give me another one to explain what this is trying to say here? The Hierophant. So if they are in a culture, you said this is the situation where they're gonna, you know, they have the arranged marriage thing. They may swing in that direction of what is expected of them rather than what they want to do. So, you know, with that being said, I feel like no, because they are trying to do what they feel is expected of them, and that's not something that they necessarily want to do. But because they feel like they have to do that, that's probably what they're going to do. But they can do anything they really want to do. Like what I'm trying to say is I don't think they'll reach out because they're expected to marry somebody else. But the thing is, like I don't see anyone specifically that they're going to marry yet. But like you had said, their family's looking for that rich person. So they probably will be doing what's expected of them, but it's not what they want to do. What is it that they want to do instead? this person, they might become a little bit jaded themselves. They could become very like paranoid and on edge all the time because of this force in a certain direction that they don't want to go in. And it's going to cause a lot of tension. Like they're not just going to readily accept this role that their family's trying to put them in, but they probably will still end up doing what's expected of them anyway, just because that's kind of the way that it is, you know, for them. Like they don't really have a choice, or they feel like they don't. Of course they do, but they feel like they don't. That's just the way that their life is. So really, but I do see here that this person is kind of like a romantic at heart. Like they want the Knight of Cups. They want to give someone love and connection. Like they want a genuine relationship, but because of all of this pressure and force, we see them eventually becoming kind of paranoid and hypervigilant, like feeling like something bad is going to happen when it isn't happening. You know, like they're reliving some kind of trauma or some kind of fear, like some kind of anxiety. They really don't feel like they can be themselves, which is very unfortunate because it seems like it really kind of takes a turn for the worst. I don't think it has much to do with you, though. It seems more like they're doing things that they don't feel are right for themselves because they feel like they have to, and that's going to cause some problems for them. But in regards to your question, I think that they're going to do what's expected of them, which is not really trying to reach out to you or connect. It seems more like, you know, them getting with somebody who they probably don't really even want to be with, but it has a lot to do with money and things like that. So yes, Disha, come back on tomorrow and we'll continue this. And as for everyone else, hi, Blue. I'm great. How are you? Thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to continue this tomorrow. So if you are on this list, I have Mocha Princess, Kritika, and Brisness, and Disha as well. So come tomorrow and I will answer your guys' questions first. And of course, donations go first. So if that's what you want to do tomorrow, you can do that. If not, then we'll kind of do something similar to this that we've done tonight. So come back tomorrow, you guys, and I will see you and hopefully answer some more questions if I didn't get you tonight. Hopefully I see you there tomorrow. Okay, thanks for being here. I enjoyed the readings tonight. Hopefully you guys did too. Please like this video if you did, and let me know how you felt about the readings in the comments, okay? Thank you. Have a good night.